This property is quite a unique property. It's set 5 minutes out of Daylesford and it is positioned on about 11.8 acres of beautiful native bushland. It's quite an elevated block and it has no existing services, which that in itself is quite unique. So with no services available here, the project had to take a very specific direction. That meant creating a home that was fully self-sufficient with things like rainwater tanks, off-grid solar and septic system. The next part was about designing a home that delivered on comfort and lifestyle. The benefit is that Anchor Homes is very experienced building in regional and rural areas, which meant tackling sites like this very achievable. Based on our Flinders 17 design, a modular plan that was adapted to this site and lifestyle. In the home, you'll see 4 bedrooms, private master suite with walk-in robe and ensuite, featuring an expansive open plan living and dining with full height windows and a fireplace. Kitchen with stone benchtop, butler's pantry and all-electric appliances leading out to a wide north-facing deck, helping capture warmth throughout winter. Spotted gum vinyl flooring and glass sliding doors frame the beautiful native bush outlook. There were a few key considerations for the project. We had to ensure we were compliant with the energy rating of 6 stars, which meant that we had to have double glazed windows throughout. The project also is situated within a BEL 29 zone, which meant that we had to use James Hardie cladding to ensure compliance, as well as installing a CFA tank. This project highlights Anchor Homes' capability to create and deliver a home in all kinds of environments, particularly the rural and off-grid sites.
I'm Mark. I'm a project manager here at our manufacturing facility in Stratford. One of the most common questions we get is, what's the difference between conventional and modular construction? The short answer is, both give you a strong, reliable home. We just get there in different ways. With modular construction, the process and structure are a little bit different. We build your house here in a controlled factory environment. So we start with a strong steel subfloor, then we move along to timber framing, services, lock-up, and then the finishing trades. Each module is wrapped in bracing ply for transport strength, making them incredibly robust. Because this happens in our facility while site preparation is happening at the same time, your home is completed much quicker than a conventional build. Another big difference is the impact on your site. With around 90% of the work completed here, there's far less disruption on your site. Quality control is a key part of our process. Each home goes through multiple inspections at each stage. That means consistency, reliability and attention to detail are built in. Because we're in a controlled environment, we have processes in place that reduce waste, lowering our environmental footprint. While the whole process is different, there are a lot of similarities between modular and conventional building. We use the same high quality building materials. Both approaches meet strict building codes and regulations. When it comes to design and finishes, you get the same polished interiors and exteriors with the flexibility to customise your floor plan, your facade, your layout, so your home is truly tailored to your style and needs. If you'd like to see for yourself, we've got display homes here in Stratford or in Bayswater. Drop in and meet the team and take a look.
So I think what makes this house different to other modular builds that we've done is the fall of the land and the location of the site. We're trying to capture valley views, and we're also trying to work out how best to accommodate a home that's perched comfortably in the fall of the land. Modular lends itself well to this site because we could minimise the amount of cut that we needed to do to the site, and then we had the advantage of being able to crane our modules into place to get around that. Anchor Homes is not limited to a set standard module. We provide a full design service so that we can design modules to suit your site and your needs. We basically sat down with the clients, took their brief and start formalising some ideas, and then we work very closely with the clients to make sure that we're starting to hit the mark. The step down in the design of the modules works well to separate the living spaces. So we have one space which is more of a sort of family area around the kitchen, dining. It's also well connected to the rear yard, and then the split and the stairs down allow that lower space to be a bit more formal, like a lounge entertaining area. It's all still one open space, but it's divided by the way it steps down the slope. The bedroom zones have been designed the way they have been to be able to separate from the living spaces. The master bedroom sits on one end and basically has its own side to the wing, so it's separate from the other two bedrooms. And again, being the highest sort of part of the house, we capitalise on those views out as well across the valley. I think this house is a good example of when you use the right materials and the right finishes, a house can age gracefully. And I think the design of the flexibility of the spaces and the plan within also stand the test of time because they lend themselves to changing trends or changing requirements for changing families. I think the key thing was that this house was built on time, built to budget, and it met all of the clients' needs because of the process that we worked through to achieve that. And I think modular homes are the future of construction.